Hey friends, welcome to A Little of It All. My name is Taylor.
And I'm Scotty.
On this channel, we use the zero-based and cash stuffing budgeting methods to stay out of debt and save money to buy a house. So if that sounds like content you're interested in, friends, we would just love it if you subscribed to this channel and joined us on our really fun adventure that we have been on. We would just love to have you. But friends, don't be surprised if you see a video pop up like an AMA or maybe a travel vlog, because we do love a little of it all. You nailed it!
I killed it.
Thanks so much for choosing us to spend some time with today, friends. Whether this is your first time stopping by or you've been hanging out for a while, we're just so thankful that you're here. Guys, give this video a thumbs up so we'll know that you're hanging out today, because we are finally doing our AMA, or Ask Us Anything. Should we start with how we met? So we met in December of 2016, the day after his birthday. And you guys know I'm a high school teacher, and when you're a high school teacher and stuff, like, you just get to know your kids and like your kids' parents and things like that. So it was literally the day before we got out for Christmas break, and his cousin at the time, well, she's still his cousin, but his cousin messaged me on Facebook because I had taught her daughter and I had been to some softball games and stuff like that, and so like we knew each other. And she just said, hey, I've got this cousin that has moved back into town. Would you be interested in meeting him and hanging out and that kind of thing? And I was single, and I was like, sure, I love to meet new people. And so she was like, great, I'll give him your number. Fantastic, yay, I'm excited about it. So about an hour later, well, okay, so what happened at that?
It was pretty much the same way. It was like, hey, I got this friend. She's really sweet. She's cute. She's fun. Like y'all have been lifelong friends. Now, to put it into perspective, I love my cousin, but we didn't grow up together. We're not real close. We weren't. Don't know much about her. She doesn't know much about me. To get a text from her was very weird. But she was like, I have this friend. She made it sound like y'all were just lifelong buddies. And I was like, sure, I'll be happy to. And she gave me her number, and I texted her.
Mm-hmm. And you were out of town at that point.
I was out of town.
Mm-hmm. You were house sitting. You were out of town. So he texted me and he was like, hey, I got your number from my cousin. I know it's around the holiday season, but if you are interested, I'd love to take you to dinner at like one of the local nice restaurants. So we started texting at that day. Was like probably mid-afternoon-ish. And then like we didn't stop. Like just kept going and going and going and going and going. And what was going on in your life during that time?
My sister had our nephew on my birthday, so she was in the hospital, and her support group was sort of all out of town. So he came a little early, so everybody still had time. They were out on vacation for the holidays, and she had that baby by herself. By
herself, y'all.
And me. I was in town. You can imagine how big of a help I was.
So that's what he was dealing with. And so we couldn't see each other before then anyway. So then you came back into town early, I think, because they got back early because they rushed back from a trip because she had our nephew. So, we were like supposed to go on our first date on a Thursday, but he just couldn't wait to meet me. And so he was like, what if we have like a casual date?
Pre-date.
Yeah. We had a pre-date before our date. So I was like, yeah. So we had been texting probably about 4 or 5 days at that point. We met at the restaurant, and
we met at Applebee's. You know, had the wine and diner, give her the best appetizers the world has to offer.
I wasn't gonna let them know that. We know. We was classy.
That was our pre-date. That wasn't where we're going on our real date. That was pre-date.
But anyway, so like we just like walked up to each other and just hugged, and
So, I walked up and was bear hugged by some strange lady I'd never met in my life.
This is not true.
And clearly, I put two and two together. I was like, oh, this must be my date.
That's not true. He came in full force and hugged me. I couldn't keep him off of me. So we had our first date, and like that was it. Like I was done. Like I knew. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna marry this guy. So
it's true, because after dinner we went to look at Christmas lights, and as we was driving through, she kept saying, "On our next date, we'll go here. Oh, sometime we're gonna have to go here." So I knew, like, there it is, locked in.
What got me big was like after the movie, we were sitting in your truck talking, I think, and we were just talking, and like I don't know where you just said something like, "Miss Taylor, I just want to hold your hand," and I was like, "Oh, I'm dying. I'm in my own romantic comedy right now. It's happening." So anyway, that was our first date, and he's right. Because I thought he was from out of town, okay, like, and he had just moved into town, because that's what was told to me. Lo and behold,
totally, I've been here for
he has already lived in this area once before, and so all the things that I was like planning on showing him and taking him to and doing all the things with, he already knew all of it. And I was like, thanks for being a good sport and playing along and not making me feel dumb, because I thought he had just moved to the area. So then on our second date, which was supposed to be like our real first date, I met his family.
Oh, yes. You did.
I met basically the whole
hospital,
family.
yes.
So I met his parents and his sister and his new teeny tiny bitty baby nephew. I didn't get to hold him or anything because he was still like in the NICU. But like years later, in retrospect, he was like, maybe it wasn't a good idea to take you to meet my whole family on our second date. And I was like, well, it worked out in our favor. So
just to be clear, I didn't take her to their house.
No, we were at the hospital.
Yeah, we were at the hospital.
But 6 months later, we got engaged the day after my birthday, because he said that he wanted to change my life the way that I changed his, because we met the day after his birthday.
Oh, that's right.
You don't remember that?
Listen, I did it. I totally remember that.
And then we were married in October of the following year, and then now we are in our sixth year of marriage. We will celebrate 6 years, I think. We got married in 2017. Math is hard on odd numbers, y'all. So that is the story of us. That's our how we met story. And I think one of the other questions was if it was love at first sight or a slow burn. I would definitely say like love at first sight. Like we knew. Like I think both of us were just like, okay, this is it. Like this is what we've been waiting for. How was the wedding, and did you go into debt for it? So here, the wedding was fantastic. It was like everything that I could have absolutely dreamed of. I'll try to like pop up some pictures for you guys to see, but it was like a romantic fall evening is what our theme was. And so we had like lanterns and pumpkins and like leaves and gourds, and oh, it's just perfect. We got married in October. And it was literally like, it was everything I could have dreamed of. I don't know if he had the same experience. We didn't see each other before or anything like that. Like our first time seeing each other that day was me walking down the aisle. It was absolutely everything that I had dreamed of. Did we go into debt for it? Yes and no. So we did get our Amazon Prime credit card around the time that we were like
yeah.
We did use that for some things. So I'm very blessed, and I know that my parents paid for our wedding. They gave us like X amount of money, and they were like, this is how much we're gonna give, and it paid for basically everything, I think, except for like stuff that we got for our bridesmaids and groomsmen. And that's what we put on the Amazon credit card, if I remember right, just because we were just like, we felt like we should pay for that and not them, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And so yes, we did get into a little bit of debt for the wedding. No, it was not a whole lot of debt. Our dogs are out and about right now, so if you hear tippy taps or snoring from Dorothy Jane that's laying beside me, that's what's happening.
Dorothy Jane.
She's our old lady baby. Okay, so we did get a couple of questions about kids and having kids and that whole adventure. I'll go ahead and touch on it. I don't want to dive too deep just because, like, I don't want to get sad. So one question was, do you plan on having kids? If not, why? And then somebody else asked, do you want kids in the future? So, do we want kids? I feel like, yes, like we do want kids, okay? It has not been as easy as we thought it would be, though. So...
Can't hold still long enough.
I'm gonna get an X rating on this video. So, we, like, tracked and tried, and girls, you know what I mean, for about a year and a half, okay? During that time, I did get pregnant in October of 2020, and then had a miscarriage almost, pretty much immediately after that. I don't think I was very far along at all. And then since that time, when I had the miscarriage, we just haven't been able to get pregnant again. We have had tests run and all that kind of stuff, and we both come back clear and fine. Everybody's working as they should be. It's just, it hasn't happened yet. What our status is right now, I had a procedure done back in December. They found a polyp in my uterus, and so I had to have surgery to have that removed. After that, what we're doing now is we are still trying, but we're not like tracking and trying. That just was very hard and heavy, and it was affecting us, it was affecting me. It was very, like, I don't think I ever got depressed. Do you think I got depressed? I don't think I ever got depressed, but it was just always so hard every month.
Had high expectations.
And then to just be let down month after month after month. And so we just said that we will try not try, if that makes sense. Like, we're not tracking anything, we're not doing anything like that, but we're going to keep doing that until I'm 35. We also still want to be young enough to be active and do things with our kids, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And so, so we're going to keep doing what we're doing until I'm 35. I just turned 33. If it's God's will, you know, for us to have a kid during that time, that is wonderful, and we hope for that. But if it hasn't happened during that time, once I turn 35, our plan is to then, like, kind of reassess where we are, and then decide, number one, are we happy with just us? Which we are. We are extremely happy with just us. Like, I don't feel like there's anything missing in our relationship at all. Like, I love spending time with him. We love being around each other. We would just, you know, we would like to add a kid to that if we could. So if at 35 we still feel like we want to add a kid to this party, we'll talk about adopting at that point and all that jazz. But I mean, you guys know that have looked into stuff, like, infertility treatments are not cheap. Adoption is not cheap. And so, you know, we'll just have to see where we're at with all of that at that point. So that's our kid story. What is the best advice you've ever received?
You go first.
The best advice I've ever received is I think it's just not be ashamed of who you are, which is hard to do sometimes, and not be ashamed of, like, what you like and your interests and things like that, because just these days, like, I feel like everybody's just picked apart. I think it's just great advice to just not be ashamed of who you are and to be you in every situation. So yeah, I think that's me. What about you?
Probably the best advice I've ever been given would be to love your wife sacrificially, as in, you know, I always put her above me, and it's honestly one of the best decisions or best advice I've ever took, because it comes back to you tenfold. Like,
Yeah.
just, you need something, I got it. You
Right.
want something, I get it. That
It's
type of love, and hey, Lord have mercy. It just comes back to you in so many different ways.
Yeah. Well, because when you feel loved like that, you want to love like that too. I'm very, very lucky and spoiled and blessed. So, what is your pet peeve? It can either be like a pet peeve with me or just a pet peeve in general.
In general, I am definitely one of those people. I can't hear people chew. Like, if I hear people chew,
you do hate that.
It drives me bananas. Like, I don't know why. I don't ever say anything or act on it, but it's like nails on a chalkboard.
When I'm chewing gum, sometimes they'll be like, "You like that gum, don't you?"
That's all hurts.
My pet peeve is, it has to be like drivers, like on the road, like slow drivers or
fast drivers,
like
guy drivers, female.
Yeah, any type of just everybody get out of the way and let me drive how I want to drive. Like, just move. So yeah, that's gotta be my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Why is Taylor the best?
Oh, listen, guys. Please don't hold that against her. I mean, she was just born that way. Bless it. She just come right on out, just the best. And she can't help it. She can't help it. Worked out great for me. Why do you think you're the best?
Jesus just made me that way.
Just,
I don't know. Maybe how I was raised. And what is your favorite thing about each other?
Oh, what is? How do you pinpoint that?
That is hard.
That is so hard. So, our fluid conversations.
Yeah.
Like, it's just never hard to talk.
We never
to
stop talking.
Yeah, even when we're mad.
Yeah.
Just still.
Just over there sold up having a conversation.
Just like this, but like with faces like this. Still laughing.
Yeah.
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 But her fun personality, like she's never like fire and ice, sweet, mean, like oil and water. I don't know how it works, but it does. She loves everything. I'm angry about everything. And it just tickles us there.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely balance each other out very well. But my favorite thing about him, like he says he's angry all the time and he's mean or whatever, it's his sense of humor and his hilarity. He has me laughing 24/7. Like we do nothing but laugh.
That's weird.
And just like make jokes. Anyway, yeah, I think it's your sense of humor and how you crack jokes and make me laugh and stuff. Because I think that's super important in a relationship, is to be able to make each other laugh.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So it says, how do you get your husband on board with cash stuffing? Mine does not love it.
Oh, I'll let you take this one. We'll sit shotgun.
I think I've said this before, but if I haven't, this one is actually the one that suggested the envelope. I'll say he said the envelope system. Me not knowing what that was, I was like, what? And so then he tried to explain it to me, and I still didn't like it.
I hated it.
I was like, no, we're not doing that. I don't like this. So, like, I've been budgeting for forever, and we've had a budget since we got married.
Right.
But we just, like, had a Google sheet and, like, typed in everything in a Google sheet. And then, like, we took care of our bills. And then whatever was left at the end of each month is, like, the money that we had for whatever.
Which was always
nothing. Like, halfway through the month, we had no money at all whatsoever. And it, like, we lived like that for 5 years? 5.5 years? Almost 5.5 years.
right.
And then, we sold our house. You guys know all that story. And we moved here and we were trying to save money to buy a house. And we had been here for 3 months maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we still didn't have any money saved. And we were like, what is happening? What is going on? We've got to do something different.
Where are we bleeding?
Right. What is happening? So then I stumbled across a cash stuffing video, and I came to him and I was like, let's try this. And he was like, you have got to be kidding me right now. I just tell him, like, he's probably right most of the time. It's just going to take me 6 years to realize
Catch up.
So, I didn't, honestly, I don't have any advice to give on that subject because he's actually the one that wanted to cash stuff and I'm the one that had to come around to it. So that's our cash stuffing adventure, like, start of it.
High five.
So, what do you do for work, then?
I work for an automated accounts payable software company.
There we go. I don't know what any of that means, but that's what it is.
And I work from home, so
It is very nice.
very nice.
So a couple people asked, what are the pros and cons about teaching high school kids? And then somebody else asked, what made you get into teaching and why older kids? So, what made me get into teaching? I originally wanted to be an archaeologist because I love, like, ancient history and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna go dig at the pyramids. It didn't seem like it was gonna be feasible for me. So then I was like, well, how can I do something that keeps me in the history field without being an archaeologist? So I was like, well, I'll be a social studies teacher. And then that kind of bled into me just wanting to be that person for kids that may not have a person, whether that's a friend or somebody giving advice, like anything that they need. If I could be there and be that person for them, that started to outweigh why I wanted to become a teacher more than staying in my field of social studies, because I got my social studies degree, secondary ed, emphasis in social studies, and I have taught psychology, but that's really all I've done with social studies. Now I love teaching for all of those reasons that I said before, but also now I'm teaching these kids, like, life skills classes, how to have healthy relationships, what those look like, how to fuel your body and cook for yourself, and how to take care of a kid. You're going to have to know these things. And so now I love teaching those kids life skills classes. And why I wanted to do high school is because I felt like I could relate to older kids more. I could talk to them more. I just felt like I could be more on their level and speak to them more and communicate with them more and be there more for them than I would be able to a little kiddo. So that's why I did high school. So how does teacher pay work during the summer? So it's different for every school district. For my school district, how we do it is you get the same check that you get all throughout the year. They have it stretched out and spread out over 12 months instead of 9. And so very thankful for that, very glad about that. So I will get the same check during the summer than I would in October if I was at school teaching. Are you planning on buying a move-in ready or fixer-upper, or do you want to build?
Oh, all three or?
Go.
All right, move in ready.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Move in ready, like turnkey. We don't have to do anything to it except, like, maybe build the fence or,
Right.
little things here and there. And that is because our first home that we bought wasn't like a fixer-upper, but
Some things need to be modernized.
yeah, for sure. After that experience, because we love old homes. We love them. Like, it was a dream. And so this was like a 1927 like home build farmhouse was our first house. And it was perfect, but it wasn't, if that makes sense.
It needed a lot of love.
It needed a lot of love. And so after that experience, we were like, we just want to move in and not have to do anything. We don't want to build. That's just not something that we want to take on. It just seems like it's a lot of stress. That's just not something that we feel like we have to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to buy a move-in ready, like, just put our stuff in it, it's good to go home. So we're super ready. What do you consider your greatest cash stuffing accomplishment to be? So we haven't been doing this for very long.
Right.
We just started in January. But
Okay, so something we wanted to splurge on. for a few years now is some furniture pieces, right? Very expensive. At least for us.
Yeah.
Very expensive. And credit seemed like to be the only way we were going to be able to attain that. Since we've been cash stuffing, we actually hit that fast. We saved up cash money for it fast. Cash money for it fast.
Yeah.
That
was the first thing we met.
Yeah, and then was able to hit another goal. Had another savings challenge. And we're about to finish that one, which was even bigger than the furniture.
Yeah.
Like, that first one felt great.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe we saved this much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just in our high yield savings account now, just making money for us. So that's pretty cool. Finally making our money work for us, if that makes sense. And then feeling like we have extra. I don't know if extra is the right word, but like just feeling like we have money. Because like I said, before when we were budgeting, by the mid to end of the month, we felt like we never had any money. Like
we were figuring out how much we could put on the card.
Yeah, like it was ridiculous. But now we just have, we have it. Like we have
now
it.
It's more like how much money are we going to have left
to put towards
something else when we get paid.
Right, like a savings challenge, or what can we save this for because we have it left over. And so just finally learning a system that works for us and making our money work for us, it's just, oh my gosh, it's been perfect. It's such a stress reliever. Yeah. How am I always so positive? You're so sweet. I don't know.
I don't either. She really is, yeah.
I've always been the optimist.
Realist.
Yeah.
Dream.
Yeah, like looking on the bright side, trying to find the silver lining. I really don't know. I've always been just like trying to find the best. And,
absolutely.
And think about the best. Fair. We'll scooch to the 40 questions. It says, do you have pets?
Oh.
Three dogs. I'm not sure if you guys can see Maybelle right now, but she's in my lap, and I'm sorry if the camera has been shaking throughout the video. That's them jumping and moving around and walking around. We thought it would be easier to just have them out instead of them in their room barking. So I just apologize for any wiggles that you've seen, or any chewing on bones or snoring that you've heard or barking. Are you in a relationship?
Taken.
Married. We are in a relationship. Do you drink alcohol?
Yes. I said that a little too excitedly. We don't drink like that.
Calm down, babe.
Right. But yeah,
we do drink alcohol. It's not like every
daily,
night, every week, or anything like that. We will partake from time to time. Do you believe in God?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Very important to us. Our religion is very important to us. We're never going to try to push it on anybody. But yeah, we both believe in God. Ooh, this is going to be hard for you. Hot dog or cheeseburger?
Oh, cheeseburger.
Okay, cheeseburger. I would say cheeseburger too. I think I would do cheeseburger too. I do like a hot dog, but cheeseburger too. What's your favorite food?
Favorite meal? You gotta go classy. I'm going steak and potatoes.
Okay, I would have not guessed that.
What would you have guessed?
Biscuit and gravy.
Oh, I'll take it back. Yeah.
See, is that your favorite?
She knows me better. Yeah, total favorite, definitely biscuits and gravy.
Okay. So my favorite food, this is so hard for me because I love all types of food. It's either Italian or Chinese is like my favorite. But if I'm having to pick one, I feel like I'm picking Italian food. Pasta. Any type of pasta. Any type of noodles, pasta, carbs. Give it to me. Like you said, he's a sweets guy. I'm a carbs girl. Sometimes that doesn't work out best in our favor. But, I love the pasta.
Yeah, me and Miss Bluebell, we got a thing going on.
I'm trying not to be jealous. What do you drink in the morning?
Coffee. Oh, I mean, just...
I was like, why is he thinking about this?
Just...
Coffee?
Coffee till... Too much coffee. Yeah, too much coffee. I'll stop the coffee about early afternoon.
Yeah. We did get you down to half a pot though, so that's good.
I'm living on coffee and dreams till early afternoon. Then I finally wake up.
I drink coffee as well. I also drink water. I used to drink hot coffee. Now I drink cold brew coffee just because I don't need to put sugar and all that when I do cold brew. I just put a little bit of creamer. So coffee for me as well. Cold coffee to be exact. Can you do 100 push-ups?
No.
Absolutely not. I have been like on a fitness and workout journey for the past year and a half, but your girl still can't do 100 push-ups. What's your favorite season?
Oh, wintertime.
Winter.
Always.
Winter and fall. Winter edges out bad hair, but winter and fall for sure. We do not like the heat at all. What's your favorite hobby?
Woodworking.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah, that's my favorite. We don't get to do it now because, or I don't get to do it now because of where we're at.
Yeah.
But back at it soon.
Yeah, but he like builds things, and we have so many things that he's built.
Getting into scroll saw, like can't wait to get into scroll
he got a scroll saw to make like ornaments and things like that. So I definitely say like woodworking, that type of stuff is your favorite. For me,
you like making things though.
I do love to make things.
Crafty? Yeah, crafty.
Yeah, anything like craft related. I love to make candles. Like he said, I can't do it now where we're at right now, but I love to make candles. I like to make like
homemade bows, homemade Christmas bows that are just ridiculous.
Yeah, I do love to do that. And he built me a stand to be able to do it better. He actually built
That's true, yeah. And like she wraps, it's an art when you wrap Christmas gifts.
I do like
each one is like an individual origami piece. It's ridiculous.
I do love that. I like to make centerpieces too, like Christmas centerpieces and like gift baskets and stuff like that. So I think that type of stuff for sure. I will say crafty things. Do you have tattoos?
One.
None for me.
One tattoo.
Do you wear glasses?
Yeah.
He should be wearing them right now. I'm trying to talk him into contacts, but we're working on that. I don't wear glasses right now. Do you have any phobias or fears?
Oh. So, fears. Spiders and heights.
And mice.
Oh, I don't know what she's talking about. And spiders is on a circumstantial basis.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm well rested and just out in the world, hate spiders. Healthy fear of spiders. If it is 11:45 at night and my wife and my dog are just yelling at spiders.
Because there was a spider as big as my hand on our floor?
No fear whatsoever. I'm coming in and I'm smashing it.
Pretty sure that was a tarantula.
It's gonna be dealt with. We're shutting it down. Everybody's going back to a peaceful, happy life.
It was the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life. I'll never get over that spider. Okay, fears. I'm so terrified to pass in a tragic way, like burning alive or drowning or something like that. Like, I do have, like, that. It's not overpowering and crippling of me, though. I'm just so scared to pass.
To die violently?
Yes. So, maybe that's everybody's fear.
Are you alone in that boat?
Maybe we're all there together. Do you have a nickname? He has a bunch.
We'll just give you a few.
Yeah.
So my name is Scott. I've gone by Scotty for the longest time. And some people call me Scooter. That's a fun one. You call me Sugar Dumpling. I don't know where that comes from.
I call him like Baby Babe, Baby Cakes.
Yeah.
Handsome Devil.
Oh, Handsome Devil. Yeah.
Things like that. Do I have a nickname? I really don't have a nickname.
You know?
Some people call me Tay. You have pet names for me. But a lot of people just called me by my first and middle name growing up, which is my name. But it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, it's my name, but people use it like a nickname, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I don't really have a nickname.
I have to work on that.
Yeah, I know.
What should her nickname be?
What should my nickname be?
Oh.
That's a great question. What should my nickname be?
What should it be?
Favorite candy.
So, this is...
I just got very excited.
This sweet guy here. Sweet tooth guy.
I don't know if you can choose.
Is very...
Oh, wait.
I could go on forever
Yeah.
about this. So it was Butterfinger until Nestle did us wrong and sold Butterfinger. And they just butchered the Butterfinger. So right now it's got to be Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
See, I was going to say Reese's. I had to say it would be Reese's. My favorite candy? I like a little of it all. If I'm going chocolate, I'd probably do Twix. I think Twix is my favorite. But I like sour stuff, like gummy things or sour things. I used to love Shockers. I like Sour Patch Kids. The little worms. Gummy worms. Sour gummy worms. I'd rather have like a second helping of food than dessert or candy. And he'd rather eat nothing but dessert instead of a meal. So
at a potluck, I'm the guy that goes to the dessert table first, then dinner.
Yeah.
That way, if I get full,
it's fine. He's already had what he needed. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, I'll keep it short. Yes.
Okay.
We got some stories, but yes.
I'm iffy. I'm saying I don't know.
So, yeah.
We have had experiences in our old house that we just like couldn't really explain and can't really explain, but I have never seen with my eyes like a figure or an entity or anything like that. Just weird stuff happened. So
Footprint.
the footprint was weird. Was very weird. Like, we really can't explain that at all. I'll try to put up a picture of it. There was just like a wet footprint in the middle of our floor one day, like
in the center of the room.
None leading up to it and none leading away.
Wet footprint.
Yeah. So it was very strange. Rain or snow?
Snow.
Snow. Because we don't really get it a lot here. Do you have any piercings?
No.
No. I do. I have 2 holes over here. I have my tragus on this ear, and then I have 3 holes over here. So just in my ears, I do have piercings.
She takes my shake her head like that and whistle.
Whistle you. What is your age?
Oh, I am 40 years young.
I'm 33. French fries or onion rings?
Onion rings.
I like onion rings, but I'm gonna go French fries.
So we expound on that. So the French fries, big potato eater. But you know how sometimes you go on a certain type of diet and you're on it for so long, when you come off of it, your taste buds are completely different. So I did that with low carb. Didn't touch a potato for at least a year and a half. And then when I came back to the potato family,
You didn't like them.
certain potato chips I just don't like.
Yeah.
Fries.
But you do like a baked potato.
I still love baked potatoes, and if it's like a steak fry, like a
big steak fry.
big potato.
But like you'll pass on chips, he'll pass on French fries, that type of thing. Which that's like the star of the show for me. I love any kind of potatoes. We don't have any kids. We've already talked about that. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Yeah, like a foresty, like a deep green. It's real pretty. I love like seafoam, aqua, turquoise, anything in that family. Can you sing? You can. I think you can.
I don't know.
I'd say yes. Like, we're not professional singers or anything like that, but
We do sing a lot.
we do sing a lot. I like to pretend like I can sing, but I
She
really
can
do. But yeah, we just do it around each other and in the car and stuff. Can you whistle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, like I can a little bit, but I'm not like good at it.
Fluid.
Yeah,
Whistling.
it's not great. Where were you born?
Give him a warning bell whistle. Get it. Yeah.
No, you do it.
Me, I can't whistle.
You do it.
I can't whistle.
Do it.
Oh, no. Well.
Whistle.
No.
What? He does this whistle all the time. I'm wondering why he's being silly right now.
I'm sure.
Where were you born? You don't have to give the exact city.
Mississippi.
Yeah, in the North Mississippi area for me too. Do you have any siblings?
I do have 2 siblings.
He
2
does.
wonderful sisters.
There you go. And I'm an only child. It's just me. Can you cook?
Oh. Can I cook? Yeah.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today.
He can cook. He can cook very, very, very well. I'm a satisfied customer. I can cook too.
We both looked at
Yeah.
that category.
Yeah.
Like, neither one of us are really suffering as far as who's going to cook dinner.
Yeah.
And will it be good?
Right.
'Cause
We
it's
can throw
always
down.
good,
It's really good. Can you swim?
Yes.
Yes, both of us can swim. Shower or bath?
That depends.
Yeah.
That depends. Most of the time, 90% of the time, it's a shower.
Yeah.
But like, if you get out there and you work like a scalded dog and them bones and muscles are hurting, oh my goodness, you got to soak in that tub.
Yeah. So shower for me, like 99% of the time, and then I do enjoy a bath every once in a while, like every couple of months. Okay, city or nature?
Nature.
Yeah, he's a nature guy. I like nature and country too, but I want to be close enough to where I can drive to a city to do things and like get what I want and need and things like that. He could live out in the middle of nowhere with nothing around him and just survive off of the land. And I'm like, I like it, but I want to be close to something. Are you a good friend?
I try to be.
He does.
I think that's one of my things I try to work on personally is I just don't really have that personality that I want to hang out all the time. I want to check on you, that kind of thing. So I'm working on that.
I think you're good at it. Yeah. I think it's the same. I try to be as well. I am more of the he's more introverted, I'm more extroverted. I think we've kind of like we're working on each other. He's a little bit more extroverted now and I'm a little bit more introverted. But like I've always had just a big group of friends. You know, like you have your big group and then you kind of have your core group. But you know, I try to be as much as I can be. Have you ever broken any bones?
Oh, yes.
I have broken bones. I did not break any bones until I broke 3 bones all at one time.
One go.
All in one go. We're actually coming up on the 2-year anniversary of that. So yes, I have broken bones now.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. So not only did she break her bones, but like the first time she decided to break her bones, her bones in her leg came out her body. And I had to hold them there until people could come help us.
And it took them a while to come help us.
Oh, 45 minutes.
How many TVs do we own? 2? We have our living room TV.
We have 2 up.
Yeah, we have our living room TV and then the TV in the bedroom. And then my mom just gave us her old TV that we are saving for when we do move. And we're going to, hopefully, our plan is to put it outside for our little, if we have one, like, hangout porch area. So 3 total, but only 2 up and working right now. And really only 1. Like, I cannot remember the last time we turned on our bedroom TV. Oh, what was your worst pain ever?
I'll go emotional pain. So,
Okay.
Worst emotional pain is the day she broke her leg. Like, I had nightmares about it. She's in the hospital. Just, here's some medicine, go to bed. I'm over there traumatized. Every time I closed my eyes and started to drift off to sleep, like I would see images of it happen again because I was behind her and I saw the whole thing happen. It just sounded like somebody hitting a ball with a baseball bat. It was, every time I closed my eyes, it was like, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
That would be my worst emotional pain, seeing her go through all that, 'cause it was rough.
It was rough. It was really rough. So I'll do physical and emotional. My worst physical pain was that. I don't even know how to describe it because I broke my left foot and my right leg, both bones in my right leg. So it was just horrible. So that's the worst physical pain I've ever gone through in my life. Worst emotional pain though was his stroke and watching him, like that whole experience. I had to go to counseling after that. It was hard. That was really hard. Not hard for us, but like it was very hard emotionally.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a reverse role. Like it was hard for me to watch you go through what you did. And whereas when that happened to me, you know, I just got to take a free helicopter ride and nap for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't much for me. Luckily, thank the Lord. But
Yeah.
she had to watch all that.
It was so scary. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. So yeah, that's our pain. Do you like to dance?
No.
Much to my chagrin.
I am with the pastor in Footloose.
I do like to dance. I can't dance.
But you do love to
I
do
do
it,
love to
yeah.
dance. Like I just dance around the house and I'm silly.
We love it, don't we, Bubba?
Camping or hotel?
Hotel.
Okay, I didn't know how this was gonna go. Hotel for me too.
Glamping? Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be sleeping on the floor on the dirt. No, I'm not.
I'm too old and tired.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. I can't. No. Do you think you're weird?
Oh, yeah.
He is pretty weird.
I'm very weird.
Yeah, I think we're both kind of weird, but I think all the best.
In a healthy way, yeah.
Oh yeah. But all the best people are. I think. Do we garden?
We have in the past. We kind of killed it the first year.
Yeah.
First year, we nailed it. And we crawled high up on our garden horse and was like, listen, we're kind of awesome at this. So the next year, we went twice as big.
Mm-hmm.
Got like 2 zucchinis.
Yeah. Well, we also
Everything
planted
was
it
terrible.
in a different location, and that part of the yard held water, and so.
We spent so much time and money trying to get that second garden.
Gosh, it was awful. It was awful. But we do garden. We like to garden. We do plan to have a garden again when we move, whether that's like in the ground or maybe do some raised bed. How long have we been gardening? Had you gardened before we got married?
No, not really. Like when I was a kid, we had a family garden.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to work that. Really,
Right.
like, and it was huge. It's
Yeah.
like 2 acres.
Yeah.
But I didn't plant it.
Yeah.
That was all
You just harvested.
for the grown people.
Helped.
Yeah, you went out there and weeded and
Yeah.
hoed and
So, me, yes, I had gardened, but like on a small scale. Like I had tomato plants and zucchini and squash and blueberries and, you know, that type of thing, but like not like a tilled up the ground type of garden, if that makes sense. Like we just put everything like in barrels or pots, and we grew okra one year, I think, but it wasn't like serious gardening. But yeah, so what is one thing you would like to grow in our garden when we...
watermelons.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah. I want to do those little mini sweet bell peppers too.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
We'd like a Tabasco plant just because it's
Oh,
pretty.
yeah. Make
You
hot
mentioned
pepper sauce.
sunflowers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mainly the fruits guy. Like I would like some blueberries. We're going to transplant some wild blackberries.
Oh yeah.
The
that's
melons.
fun. What is our growing zone? I have no clue. Maybe we should figure that out before we try to garden again.
Let's see.
I have no clue what our growing zone is.
I'm going to say 7.
I'm gonna go 32.
There you go. Let us know which
Do you
one's
guys
closer.
know we're in like
We'll make a side bet.
We're in the North Mississippi area. I don't know if you need to know that, but we don't know. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's all of our Ask Us Anything questions. So I'm sure this video is approximately an hour and a half long by now. I'm going to try my best to edit out what I can, but thanks so much for choosing us to spend some time with today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. We definitely had a lot of fun making it. This was really fun to do. We just love you guys and think you guys are so awesome and wonderful and fantastic and amazing. Don't give up doing great things, my friends. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.